I wanted to make a video on people with principles. And I'm going to do that. But first, I was going through my video comments, and I got a comment, neutrino night or something like this, in market anarchy, and this is where I've been getting this lately. But it happens all the time. People on the internet say, "Stop talking." Okay, in this case, the issue is private police forces, and I'm saying, well, if you have a private police force, it's only going to protect the people that pay it, and not only that, but you can have a bidding war. You could have people that need protection from a company, and there's no reason that company can't try to do something like, well, we want an exclusive contract. We'll pay you more than the whole town is paying you. We have an exclusive contract. Can that be done? Yeah, because an industry could be selling to the whole world, and a town is only going to be geographically limited to who happens to be in that area. Now, so two things. One, if you tell me that you want me to stop talking, there's something you should know. That's a weak argument. That's just very weak. You need stronger ears. There's no way I'm going to stop talking. If you want to stop talking to me, you can try, not talking to me and maybe not being in public conversations that I have every intention of taking part in. It's obvious to me that that's a weak defense, and in this case, typically so. I mean, you want to go all like pretending to be sort of condescending to me of, well, that's just crazy. It doesn't mean just because somebody it doesn't pay directly, it doesn't mean they're not going to be protected by the police force. Private businesses are in business for their own profit. That's the point. That's the whole damn point. That's what you market anarchists largely, not necessarily Luke, but broadly, are saying. That personal profit is sufficient. But then if I say, but hey, that'd be a private police force for personal profit, then you want to tell me, well, no, why would that be? Because we know this about private organizations. You're relying on the power of the invisible hand working through people's self-interest. So you can't deny that private organizations are in business for private profit, and a private police force is firstly a private business, and secondly something akin to what we think of as a police force. Now, frankly, a private police force isn't like a police force that we think of, is it? Because it's security, and it's at the behest of whoever pays, not the public good. And this is what people are complaining about your market anarchy. Even people like me that are sympathetic. I would like to see a more communal, volunteer society. I don't want to stay with the system we have right now. But it seems to me you don't seem to understand. You seem to think that there's some public, that somehow, because something was a police force, in your mind it's like, well, of course it would protect people, but we'll just do it privately. No, when you change it into private, you get rid of the public sentiment, the responsibilities of the public, and you have a responsibility to who pays you. That's how that works. So when you go, well, could you just shut up? It's because you have no argument. Okay, I hate to be cliche, but this is the case where that cliche is actually true. You say that because you know it's true. You know it's true, and you have no way to say, no, private organizations wouldn't be for private profit. Of course they would. That's what you want. So don't tell me that the police force would not operate that way when you privatize it. Of course it would. It would be supposed to. So you're supposed to go forward with this idea and say something logical like, well, if you can't afford police protection, then you don't deserve it. But you don't want to say that, do you? But that's what your system says, nevertheless.